Once upon a time, Morgan was watching a movie, one of the Matrix sequels. And, well, the thing you need to know about Morgan is she's very excitable. With the movie in question, it started off with a chase scene and she was bouncing on the edge of her seat, literally. About 10 minutes in to the chase scene, the fight is still going strong, but she kind of has to sit back in her chair a little. Her adrenaline is starting to wear off. 20 minutes in, she's looking for her drink and waiting for the chase to end so we can get back to the plot and the characters. While not all readers are as excitable as she is, they all have their limits. Welcome back to Morgan's Writing Tips and Writerly Musings, with writing tips from the pros and, of course, my own writerly musings. I'm your host, Morgan Hazelwood, and today I'm here with When Writing, You've Got to Switch It Up. We all want to read or write good stories, but what sort of components make up a good story? Sure, there's the letters of the alphabet, the parts of speech, but it's a little too low level for what I'm thinking. How about the three act structure, pacing, tension? Well, that's a little high level. I asked the internet and they had a ton of wonderful suggestions: world building, foreshadowing, backstory, intent, motivation. But most of these really fell under how you can use the components I was thinking of. So, enough build up. What are these story components as defined by Morgan? Well, number one, dialogue. This is what the characters are saying, typically with quotation marks, but maybe they're texting, maybe they're signing. Number two is exposition. It's a little word for a big component. This is the character backstory, the history of your world, the politics of the cheer squad. It's where you can share that information that's hard to show because even the best authors usually can't show everything. Number three, description. Explore the senses, everything the narrator chooses to put on the page, from the smell of the stew to the agony of the sword wound to the silky length of her brown hair. Number four is the inner monologue. This is where I like to dwell. While this overlaps often with exposition, you get more pure opinion here, plus all the emotions. What does he really think about his mentor? Internal monologue can get confused with exposition when you have a first person narrator or a close point of view. And number five, action. Your fight scenes, your romantic interludes, your yawn worthy class where your character is trying to pass notes electronically or old school. So, most writers have a component where even on their bad days, they admit they excel at one or more of these. On the flip side, most writers have a component or two that they have to work at. It's usually pretty obvious where the writer's comfort spot is. That's what's taking up most of the white space. But unlike the writers of the movie Poor Morgan watched, you can't just rely on your strengths. You've got to bring in those other components. Unless you're already a best selling novelist, then your readers are there because of your strengths and you can get away with a lot more. No matter which component you're using, if you go for more than two paragraphs without an element of a second or more component, you're gonna start losing the attention of your readers. Have talking characters doing things. Have fighting characters yell out witty repartee or internally monologue about how scared and unprepared they are. Blend description with action and exposition. Have your internally monologuing character pace the room or pet their cat. By blending these five components, you breathe life into your scenes to keep your readers coming back for more. Are there any components I missed? Are you sure they aren't a way of using one of these five tools? Tell me about it. I'm okay with being wrong. And if not, well, I'll be back again next Thursday with more writing tips and writerly musings. Bye bye.